starting turn 3 of the MBT game, and this is first scenario titled First Clash, and I am playing with advanced rules along with some optional rules too. So, turn 3 ahead. Now we are starting with command actions, and let's check. Soviets still have 13 tanks. They are out of command, so they can utilize 6, 8 commands, but only 4 of them can be move, short, halt. So, what I'm going to do now, I believe I'm going to move this command tank, and as for this platoon, I'm going to split them. These two are going to move there, while the remaining 2 are going to stay here and provide some cover for this zone. So I will give them overwatch. As for this part of the front, and I think they are going to get fire. Come on baby, light my fire. Now they are going to get short halt. These 4 are going to move, and that's all. Yeah, I gave 3 comments, so that's fine. I mean 2 move and 1 short halt, but short halt counts for the move comments, so that's fine. And now Marikas, and they lost 2 of their M60s, so they have now 13 tanks. So also 8 comments, and good thing for them that they are all in command range. Let's check to make sure. The command tank is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all of them are in command, so I have full number of commands available. So 1, 2, and now 3. 4 and 5. Also 6. So that's all for the comments. Everyone has the comment. Yes, everyone. So now we can check for the most important part of the turn, initiative. This will tell us who is going to obliterate enemy tanks first. Let's go. And Americans 99. Okay. And Soviets 56. So Americans are first to shot. That's good for them. Let's first, since we have a couple of tanks with fire commands, we have to say who is going to fire on whom, because, well, you cannot fire with one of your tank, check effect, and then give commands to the other tanks. You have to declare who is going to fire on who first. So I think these 2 are going to fire on these 2, or maybe well, they are suppressed, so it will be pretty hard for them to score any hits, but I will try. So they are going to fire on them, each to each. These 3 are going to fire on this group, with 2 of them firing on the first tank, 1 of them firing on the second tank, and this one is going to fire on the second tank here. Okay, everything is clear, so now let's make our shooting. First of all, them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is still short, because we need 6 or less to have point blank. So this is short, and now let's calculate our modifiers. First of all, enemy is in the woods, so this is -3 for medium cover. Next, we are suppressed, and suppression provides this very nasty modifier of 5. So this is -8. Nah. And finally, we have laser sight, and this is +1 on the short range. So it is 7. So it is going to be 7 on the short range. So this is 21. Not an easy thing, but we will try. First hit, 45, a miss. Second, 32, a miss. Sorry, guys. Now these three. First two are firing on the first Soviet tank. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, again short range. This should be off. Yeah. Short range, and now enemy is moving, so 2. We are also in the move, so our stabilizer is 2. So this is 4. And this is a short range, so we got -1 for our laser sight. So this is 3. And 3 on the short range is 49. So first one, it's 100, a critical failure. No, this is not something we want to roll. So first hit was a miss. Second hit on the first tank, a miss, and the third hit on the second tank, oh god, a miss. So all these shots missed, and finally this one fires on the second tank here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this is still a short, that's good. And now we have a fire command, so we are not moving. So this is -2 for enemy movement. And I need to check if my line of sight is not crossing this smoke. Because if it's crossing this smoke, it can be... No, it is not crossing. That's good. Because if it would cross this hex, then we would get another nasty modifier for smoke. But no, it is not crossing. So this is still 2 for enemy movement and +1 for laser sight. So this is 1. And 1 on the short range is 63. 11. This is a hit. So we scored the hit finally. And what is the effect? 6 and 5. 6 on the front. We hit hull. We have 96 and enemy armor is 80. So this is a penetration. And 5, this is KO. So down you go. 1 Soviet tank down. It is not burning. It was normally knocked off. And that's all for the American fire. And now Soviets. Okay, let's go. Who is going to fire on whom? So these two are trying to obliterate these 2 tanks. And this one is going to fire on the first tank on this hill. So first them. This is a short range, so we know already. And now, enemy isn't moving, so that's good. Enemy is big, because these American M60s are size plus. So we have +1, not -1, but +1. We are not moving, and we have laser sight, so it's +2. +2 on the short range is 84. Okay, we have a very small chance to miss. So first tank fires on the first tank, second tank fires on the second tank. First one. 71. That was close, but it is a hit. Let's check for the result. It's 9 and 2. So 9. We hit their hull, and 2. This is a damage. So their hull is damaged. Let's mark it like this, so we remember that hull is damaged. And now Since the tank was damaged, I need to make a roll for possible bailout, because crew might simply chicken out and run away from their damaged tank. For damage, I need to roll 30 or less. 56, they are fine. Okay, second one. The same situation, so we have +2 and 10, of course a hit. And now let's check for the effect. It's 8 and 6. So again a hull hit and the 6 KO. So American tank go down. Remember what I said about this game being incredibly deadly? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's all for them. And now this one fires here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a short range. And now enemy is moving. So this is -2. Enemy is size plus, so it is +1. So we have -1. And we are moving. And Soviet stabilizers are poor. They have 3. So we need to add +3. So it will be 4. And our laser sight is +1, so we have 3 again. So this is 3 on short, this is 49. So I am firing with 49, 55, a miss. No good. And that's all for the combat phase. Yes, that's all. We don't have any other units with fire command. So now we can go to the movement phase. And now Soviets are first to move because, well, they are second player, so they are moving first. And here, I am starting with this tank. It has 7, and because of the short halt, it has 3. 1, 2, 3. So this fort is sized by Soviets. Now, this platoon, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These two, 1, 2, 3, and my command tank here, I think it will remain on this hex. It had move, so it would be harder to hit, but it's not going to leave this hex, it feels safe. So that's all for the Soviets, and now Americans. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be deadly in the next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are remaining on this hex. And now this platoon, 1, 2, it cannot move any further because it has short halt, so it can utilize only 2 movement points. And well, that's all. They don't have any targets because this light woods blocks their line of sight. Here these woods and here these buildings, so they couldn't fire at anyone with their overwatch fire. And this concludes all the movement actions. So now we are going to the adjustment phase. And first of all, do I want to adjust any turrets? I believe, as for him, yeah, he is moving its turret like that. And for Americans, I don't think so. I don't have to adjust my turrets anyway. Next, I'm going to check for suppression, because I have a chance to remove this nasty suppression marker. But to do it, I need to make a roll. They are seasoned, so they can remove it if I will roll 60 or less, but since they had a comment other than no comment, they add plus 20, and they were under fire because they were fired at. I add plus 10. So I have to add plus 30 in total to my roll. So only if I will roll 30 or less, I will be able to remove this suppression marker. I made it. It's 11. Plus 30 is 43. This is less than 60. So bye-bye suppression. Alright, so that's all for the turn 3. We are down to the turn 4. We have 3 Americans tanks destroyed and 1 Soviet tank. Like I said before, this battle is pretty tough for Americans. Let's carry on with turn 4. I think this turn is going to be bloody. Let's go and check for comments. Soviets have 12 tanks ahead, so now they can get 7 comments, and only 3 of them can be moved. So let me check. Oh, I'm going to need these move comments now. You will see why. First of all, here, short halt, first move command. Next, here, and finally there. So these are all my move command. All the other units may get fire, overwatch, or no comment. So I'm going to give overwatch to them, fire here, and no comment to my comment tank. And now Americans. They have 12 tanks left, so they have 6 and 7 comments, but they are now limited when it comes to the movement because all of their vehicles are in command. That's good for them. So, short halt goes here, and there, and there. This is one of the things that I found really different in MBT and Panzer. When I played Panzer, I rarely used this short halt because they were limiting my ability to fire to hit at the enemy drastically. In the MBT, they are not as much problematic as they were. Okay, these are 1, 2, 3. So I still have 4. This is 4, 5, and 6. I think all the vehicles have comments. Yes, all of them. And now our favorite part, initiative roll. Americans 72, Soviets 93. So this time Soviets won initiative and they are first to fire. Okay, let's check who is going to fire on who. These two are firing on this one, hoping they will eliminate him for good. This one fires here on first tank in this stack. These 4 are firing on this stack, and now they are 4 and they are 3. This means that first 2 tanks are firing on the first tank and the other 2s are firing on the other 2. And now here I have 2 tanks versus 3 tanks, so they are firing on the first tank and the second tank. Alright, so we know who is going to fire on who, and now let's resolve. First here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still short, not a point blank. And now we have +1 for enemy having big target, -2 for enemy in the move, so this is -1, and +1 because of the laser sight. And this means we have 0. And 0 in the short, this is 70. So we need 70 or less to score a hit. First shot, this is 20, so we hit. And how effective it was? 22. And this is turret front, and 2, it is damage. But this tank is already damaged, and when tank suffers second damage, no matter what kind of damage it is instantly knocked off. So down you go. And now we have one more tank here. It wastes its fire, because now it might be still able to fire at any target which will be in his own range of command from his initial target that was already eliminated. This one is seasoned unit, so his range of command is 1. And because of that, if there would be any enemy unit on any of these hex or adjacent hexes, he would be able to fire at them. But no, there aren't any targets, so he's wasting his opportunity to fire. Now this one fires here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is point blank range. And now we have +1 for the target size, -2 for enemy in the move, so it's -1, and -3 for our stabilizers. So this is -4 on the point blank. -4 on the point blank is 54. So let's make a roll. 33, we hit. How effective it was? 86. I think it was pretty good. We hit on the 8, so this is hell front, and notice, no, sorry, I thought they are on the hill, but they are not. They are on the same level, so no, nothing goes in effect. We hit them. His hull front is armor is 48. Our penetration is 108, so yes, we hit him, and the 6 means he's knocked off. Another tank goes down. And there. Now here. The first 2 tanks are firing on the first tank. This is point blank range. And now we have +1 for enemy size, -1 for the light cover, so it's 0, -2 for enemy in the move, so it's -2, and -3 for our stabilizers. So it's -5 on the point blank, it's 45. So first shot, this is a hit. Second, effect, 3 and 2. So his turret is damaged. Second tank fires on the same one, 74, a miss. Now third tank, 77, a miss, and the fourth tank, 26, a hit, and the effect, it's 9 and 1. 1 is no effect, but I need to make a roll for possible bailout, and I should make this roll also here, because this tank was damaged. So the first one for the damaged tank, I need 30 or less. No one, they are not bailing out. And for the one that gained no damage, I need 10 or less. I made it. It's 0-2. So yeah, this. Oh, sorry. The crew of this tank runs away with panic because the Soviets hit their target, their tank. And that's all here. And finally there. Now, how this one works. We have +1 for the target in the move, -2 for the enemy, +1 for the target size, -2 for the target in the move, so -1, and -3 for shortcut, so it is -4. It is -4 on the point blank range, so this is 54. For the first tank, it's 51, a hit. The effect 68. 6, this is half front hit, and 8, it is brew up. So the tank goes down in flames. And the remaining tanks are suppressed on. And now second tank, 99, it misses. That was Soviet firing, pretty effective. And now Americans. So I have two tanks here, they are firing on these two Soviet tanks, that's pretty obvious. I have two American tanks, they are firing on the first two Soviet tanks. I have two American tanks, they are firing on this Soviet tank. And I have one American tank, they fire on the third Soviet tank. So these are my comments, and now let's check it out. First here, this is going to be bad. First, enemy is in the alley, I believe, yes, this is an alley, so we have +1, I mean -1. Enemy is in the move, so it's -3. We have stabilizer of 2, so it's -2, so it's 5, and we are suppressed, so this is -5. So this is -10 on the point blank, so we need natural 1 to score a hit. First shot, 14, second shot, 51. Predictable. Now, here. I'm firing on the first two tanks here. So, I have -2 for enemy in the move, -3 for enemy in the light cover, 2 for my stabilizers, so it's -5. And also the first tank has its turret being damaged. This means he gains additional -3. So the first shot will be on -8, and the second will be on -5. So this is... oh, and one more thing. Nope, nothing. Okay, so this is first on -8, so I need 18. 72 and miss, and the second on -5, he needs 45. 80 and miss. Okay, who's next? He's firing on the third tank here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is short range, and now we have one for the light cover, 2 for the movement, so it's 3, and 1 for our laser sight, so it's 2. So it's 2 on the short range is 56. Nope, a miss. Americans are firing very bad. And finally there, these two tanks are firing on this Soviet tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a point blank. So we have +2 for enemy in the move, +2 for our stabilizers, so it's 4, and he is on the fort. Let me check if fort provides any cover. I think no, but yeah, no. So this is 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so this is point blank. It is 54. 92, again a miss, and the second shot, 17, finally a hit. Let's check for the effect of this hit. It's 8 and 4. So we hit his well, let me check. No, we hit his turret front, and effect of 4 is a damage, I believe. Let me check. No, this is KO. So this Soviet tank lost its turret and it goes off. Okay, second Soviet tank lost. And that's all for the combat phase. Oof. Looks bad. Now Americans are going to move first. Sorry, no, Soviets. No, Americans, right. I was correct. So these two tanks are moving. 1, 2, because they have a short halt. They are remaining on this on their hex. This command tank 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 right here, and these two aren't going to move any further. They are remaining where they are. Soviets, they are staying where they are. They are fine. Oh, they are fine there. Same to them. They remain here, protecting this bridge. And that's all. This concludes this part. And now let's check for any adjustment. First, turret adjustment. They are going to keep the target to turrets facing here. Same goes to this command tank. As for Soviets, there, nothing. No, that's all. So these two counters are switched on the suppress off, and that's all for the fourth part of the game. And now let's calculate the losses. Soviets lost 2 tanks, while Americans lost 7 tanks. I guess this really shows the difference of quality, especially when it comes to armor, etc. for the Soviet tanks. Of course, some luck with die rolls is needed too, as you could see in this combat phase, where Americans really had a poor luck with rolling